I want to go back because I think, what we start out as youngsters doing, for some reason we lose along the way, and that's dreaming. How do we forget that it's healthy to dream? That it's healthy to have huge goals? That it's healthy to say anything is possible? That it's healthy to think we need to differentiate ourselves, yes, ourselves, and our companies. How do we lose that? And I grew up like many of you, looking at all the people around me and saying, why are all my parents' friends miserable and hate what they do? Sound familiar? And why are all of my friends' parents miserable and hate what they do? I said, something's wrong here. So I realized early on, you had to have a goal, a dream. You had to know who you wanted to become. And you had to find the business you were passionate about, and you hopped out of bed every day and said, I can't wait to go to work. You had to find something you could differentiate in and be inspirational. But I realized you had to start at the bottom. So this was my first office. To me, there was nothing more important than following my dream. And I was prepared to spend as much time and sacrifice as much as I had to get that career off and running. That was almost 30 years ago. And that 400 square foot office, we were opening up a new corporate center in this January, the 16th or the 19th, I'm not sure yet. And this is what it's going to look like. It's 130,000 square feet. We'll house over 1,000 employees just in our Fort Lauderdale headquarters, and we have 22 other offices throughout the United States. Now, if you ask this little kid from New Jersey if this was possible, I would have told you when I was a kid, absolutely anything is possible. Do you want to be normal? Or do you want to be a little bit different and have an insane, infectious behavior that people start to rally around? When your clients need you, you need to be there. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When your client has an issue, a problem, don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. In my industry, there's plenty of agencies out there that focus on the output of the work. So their strategy starts in a very creative level. That's bullshit. It's all about the outcome of the work. It's about the outcome of the solution. So when I talk about outcome versus output, we are an outcome-driven agency. It's all about the results. You have to know the heritage of your brand. You have to know the heritage of the companies you're dealing with, the sectors they're competing in. Is their solution giving them a one-up on their competitive set? You have to look, they have to look at you as a strategic partner. How many of you hate the word vendor? I hate being called a vendor. I don't want to be a vendor. I want to be a partner. And I'm willing to put skin in the game to be considered a partner. And ask you a question. Give me the tagline of Domino's.
Better pizza, better ingredients.
Pizza Hut. Anybody know the slogan? Well, watch this. Give me the slogan of the number 3 pizza maker in the category that is half the age and half the stores of everybody else, and it's Papa John's. What is their slogan?
Better ingredients, better pizza.
Papa John's. Unbelievable that 90+% of the American public knows their slogan. It's a differentiator. And it changes the value proposition of the price they can charge. So price is not a commoditization. Price is not, I can go get it somewhere else. Can your clients go out there and get a price better than yours? Probably. What's going to differentiate you is you. Analytically, do you know your client's business intrinsically? Can you speak to them about their numbers? Do they allow you in that close? You should say, well, you're an ad agency. Yeah, ad agencies create ads. We're a business solutions firm that happens to do advertising. Those of us that are technologically savvy, can build these brands beyond their wildest dreams. We can be more nimble. We can be quicker. We can implement better. And most importantly, we can provide them results. You have to believe I can do it, I can be better, and I can work every day. And you got to look in the mirror at the end of the day and say, did I accomplish what I set out to do today? And how can I be better tomorrow? What are my goals? Do I write those goals down? And before each and every one of them, you have to have this. There's a better way to do it. This is on outside of every office at Zimmerman headquarters and off when you get off the elevator. Relentlessly pursue the client's goal, but never, ever rest in the glory. That should be your mantra. This is not about you. This is about your potential clients and the clients that you have. I always said I never went to work to make money. I knew if I did a good job, one day the money would come. I only carry one cell phone. I don't carry two, one for business and one for personal. And I answer this phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I'm the founder of the company. It's what it takes. Vision is seeing not what is, but vision is seeing what could be. Now, when you get knocked down, what do? You get up, you brush yourself off, and you say, I'm going to crush it. Or you let it beat you and defeat you. I choose never to let it beat or defeat me. It's called perseverance. It's called having the right attitude and always doing a good job. It's never allowing somebody ever to defeat you. And it's always about crushing the competition. You are at war every day. Do you understand that? You understand, you're going in to pitch. Let me say, how many of you know when you go in to pitch, you're entering the territory of war? And your job is to crush the competition. My people that are here today will tell you, I do not accept losing. There's no second place in life. Watch this. You don't pay your bills in second place. You don't grow a company in second place. And there's really no second place. They're just being nice. You lost. Now, we live in a world today that rewards our children when they play sports because everybody gets a trophy. It wasn't like that when many of us grew up. We all didn't get trophies. The winners got trophies. But in the world we live in today, we forgot that we're at war every day. And we're at war, we need to crush the competition. Now, Steve Jobs spoke at Stanford. I don't know if any of you have seen his commencement speech, but he said two things. He said, stay hungry, stay foolish. So I wrote to my son when he was graduating college, and I said, I want you to watch this clip of Steve Jobs. He said, stay hungry and stay foolish. And I'm going to add something there. Stay desperate. I go to work every day making believe I'm broke. And I remember what that desperation, that pit in my stomach felt like. I don't ever want to lose that hunger and that desire that I have. And I want to make sure I keep that hunger and desire alive in the agency every single day. You know, with my success, and I hear this all the time, why do you still work? I'm sure one of you would have asked me that when I stopped. And I say because I love what I do. And you know what? The more successful I became and the more financially independent I became, the more brutally honest I became with my clients. It didn't matter. I wanted to tell them the truth. Insanity. When I was a kid, I had a paper route. Who did it? I delivered the North Star Ledger. It started with 60 homes. And the game came 416 homes, so I used to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and deliver my papers. So I'm walking out one morning, my parents had no idea I got up that early. My mom was standing there in the landing area. I said, Jordan, where are you going? I said, I'm going to deliver my papers. She said, go back to bed, it's 2 o'clock, you go at 4. I said, no, Mom, I've been going for months at 2. She said, are you insane? I said, you're insane, you can't get up at 2 o'clock. How do you go to practice? How do you go to school? How do you do that? I said, Mom, yes, maybe I'm insane, but this is what I do. I'm paid to deliver a paper. And the route got a lot bigger than it was, and I got to deliver the paper. Insanity is not a bad thing. Having an insane commitment to what you do is a good thing. You don't think that Steve Jobs, Richard Branson, Henry Ford, how many people told Henry Ford he was insane? If he would have asked you all back then when you were in horse and buggies, do I need a gas-powered automobile? You'd say no. Build me a faster horse. Right? That's what you'd say. You need to go to work every day with an insane attitude, with an insane behavior that nobody can beat you, with insane presentations that people will not be able to look away from and get infectiously connected to. How many of you believe if you set a goal, you can accomplish that goal if you tell yourself you can? Absolutely. If you write it down, you accomplish 99% of those goals. Listen, I believe life is for the living, and I live every day with all the gusto. I believe you sleep when you die. Listen, it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to share a little bit of my story, but it's also an honor to hopefully inspire some of you to have more success in your life and greatness. God bless you. Tony Zimmerman, thank you.